Hello, this is Enterprise Television News Headlines. I am Femi Adesina. President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday, June 20, signed the 20 Appropriation Bill into law. The Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, at the end of FEC meeting last week, informed journalists that President Muhammadu Buhari would sign the 2018 budget this week. The Presidency had received an appropriation bill from the National Assembly on May 25th after it was signed by the lawmakers. President Buhari presented budget proposal of 8.612 trillion naira to the lawmakers earlier in 2017 to be passed in December of that year, but it took 6 months. The National Assembly, however, increased the proposal by 508 billion naira, bringing it to 9.12 trillion naira from the original estimate of 8.6 trillion naira. During the budget presentation, the President had noted that the appropriation bill will consolidate on the achievement of the previous budget and that the 2018 is expected to be a year of better outcomes. The Aliko Dangote Foundation on Monday inaugurated the Dangote Village built for the internally displaced person in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital. Enterprise Television learned that the Dangote Village is a self-sufficient set of 200 housing units worth 2 billion naira with school, hospital, irrigation farms, and poultry farm, among others, to enable the occupants to eke out a livelihood. Dangote also gave each of the beneficiaries 100,000 naira to start a new life. Speaking during the inauguration, Aliko Dangote said about 7 billion naira had been donated by the foundation to support displaced persons affected by the Boko Haram crisis in the northeast. Aside the 100,000 given to each of the IDP beneficiaries, Dangote also pledged that the foundation would take care of teachers' salary for 5 years and share in the burden of the ongoing educational revolution launched by the Borno State Governor, Kashim Shettima. Ethiopia Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed on Monday says the country plans to sell a 30 to 40% stake in its state-run telecoms monopoly to big telecoms companies. Enterprise Television learned that this is in order to spur competition. Selling stakes in its lucrative telecoms monopoly and other assets could open Ethiopia, one of the world's largest untapped markets, to each potential investment by firms willing to work with the government still wary of private enterprise. Abiy said the stakes in Ethio Telecom will be allocated to firms that are ranked top 10 in the industry globally. However, South African telecoms group MTN and Vodacom have both recently expressed interest in Ethiopia and so may be potential investors. Ethiopia-affiliated media says the country has appointed a new central bank governor on Monday in a move that follows major economic reforms. Yena Gadesi previously served as an head of the National Planning Commission, a government body dealing with economic policy with the rank of a ministry. However, the Final Broadcasting Corporation report did not say why his predecessor, Teklo Ward at NAFU, was replaced. The move follows major policy shifts enacted over the last 2 months. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to impose tariffs on an additional $200 billion of Chinese goods in the growing trade war. Trump said the 10% tariff would come into effect if China refuses to change its practices. The move would be a major escalation of the dispute. As a result of this, the world stock markets have suffered sharp falls. China responded by accusing the U.S. of blackmail, raising fears of a full-blown trade war. Mr. Trump insists that China has been unfairly benefiting from a trade imbalance with the U.S. for years. However, Asian markets sank on Tuesday in response to the latest news, and the European market also opened lower. Global shares also fall on Monday. On the entertainment scene, it is not news that Comcast and Disney is on the Fox chase, but what is news that Comcast is on the verge of maxing out its credit card to win 21st Century Fox. However, if Comcast wins the bidding war with Disney, the cable giant would take on as much as $85 billion of debt. And that doesn't include the $27.5 billion of debt that Moody's estimate would come into a successful takeover of the British satellite broadcaster Sky. According to the Moody's rating firm, Comcast's spending spree would nearly triple its total debt to $117 billion. However, Comcast is confident that it can generate enough cash to pay down the debt. And that's it on Enterprise Television News Headlines for today. For more news of this special report on our shows, Visit our website www.enterprisetv.tv. Our social media platform are always there for your all-round information in the world of business. I am Kemi Omoshibi. Many thanks for watching.